Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy October. So this is my very first Halloween YouTube tutorial that I've ever done. So I'm kind of excited for this whole month. It's like a freaking Christmas for me. But anyways, this is one of my signature death proof makeup artistry, Serena, kind of looks that I did once for myself for I was actually a Hooters zombie waitress and I did this makeup about maybe 4 years ago, and I got a lot of comments and a lot of people that really liked it, and I ended up doing a photo shoot for it, and it became one of my logos that I have on my website. Anyway, so I just wanted to do this because this was one of my most requested, one of my most favorite looks that I've done, that a lot of people remember, a lot of my friends, a lot of clients remember me doing it. So I just wanted to show you guys how I do my zombie pinup. It has become so much of a staple that I actually have it tattooed on my arm here. There you go. So I kind of have her tattooed on my arm. And the tattoo artist went in there and put more details like the teeth and stuff like that, which I want to do eventually, but it takes a lot more time to do. So I just wanted to do something basic so you guys can get the idea. See, she even has the little damage on her head showing some brain. That's me. So yeah. So I hope you guys like this look. This is something fun you can do. It's pretty quick to do too, and you only have to do half of your face. You could do your whole face if you want to, but I think the half face kind of thing gives a little bit more character to it. And I will have many more Halloween looks before Halloween. I have 3 more in mind that I'm thinking of doing. Maybe something sweet, and the rest are all pretty, gory, scary, stuff like that. So enjoy this tutorial, you guys. See you later. Bye! So first off, we're going to do my eyes. So I'm using Too Faced Eyeshadow Insurance Eye Primer all over my eyelid and right underneath my eye. Next, I'm using a bright purple eyeshadow from Ulta, and I'm going to put that all over my eyelid. And to enhance the purple that I put on, I'm using this loose pigment shadow. I'm not sure of the name of it. I got it a couple years ago, but I'm using the purple color in there. And I'm just going to pack it right on top of the eyeshadow I already put on, just to make it a little bit more brighter and more purple. Next, I'm using NYX's Black Matte Eyeshadow, and I'm going to put that right in the corner and the crease of my eye. And I'm going to put it on pretty dark to create a purple smoky eye. And then I'm going to blend it out with my crease brush. Next, I'm using NYX Roll-On Shimmer in purple on top of my purple eyeshadow to add a little bit of glitter and a little bit of drama. Next, I'm using white from NYX, their Roll-On Shimmer. Actually, I think this is platinum, not white. And I'm going to put that right underneath my eyebrows just to highlight. And this is, of course, Stila Stay All Day Liquid Eyeliner. And I'm going to make a wing eyeliner, but I'm going to over-exaggerate it a lot. And we want this look to be more theatrical, more drama, more crazy, so I'm bringing that wing out all the way. Next, I'm going to fill in my eyebrows, and I'm just using the black matte eyeshadow from NYX. Usually I wouldn't use black, but I want this to be super dramatic, so I'm just going to follow it in the shape of my eyebrow and make sure that it's really pointy because you want that pinup look. After that, it's time to get green. So I'm using Forensic Green from Cinema Secrets. You can use any kind of mildewy, sick looking green is probably the best. You don't want to use like a bright green or a dark green. I don't know, this is probably the most favorite color that I use for this. And you need to apply that right all over the face, onto your chin, and make sure you're doing it only halfway. You only don't want to go on the other side of your face, so make sure that you only do half side of your face, and make sure you get underneath your eyes really well, and all the way down to your neck, and also don't forget your ears. Now for the next part, I'm going to take some liquid latex from Nye, and I'm just going to put that onto a sponge applicator and get right on the corner of my forehead. You can do this anywhere, you don't have to do your forehead, you could do like your chin or like on your cheek or anywhere like that. But this is like my favorite spot just to do it. It show like a little bit of brain coming out or a little damage done. And after all, yeah, I'm a pretty zombie, but I'm still a zombie. So I'm going to pat that on, and then we're going to wait for that to dry. So while we're waiting for that to dry, I'm using Paradise water activated black makeup, and I'm just going to start doing the line right down the nose. And you want to take your time when you're doing this. I sped this up because it actually took a long time to actually go around and do the lines and everything. So the more you take your time doing this, the better that it's going to look. If you just rush through it, you're going to have a bunch of crooked lines and it's just going to look really bad. So take your time and really define everything and make everything look just nice and clean. So I'm just adding a little bit of line to make it a little bit thicker. And then I'm going to start doing the stitches or the staples, whichever one you want to call them. And they don't have to be perfect, they could just be little slashes right through. If they aren't the same size, it kind of makes them look a little bit cooler, more realistic. And make sure you get all your neck and everywhere else. And I kind of cut this off early because it took so long. Next, I'm going to take my tweezers and kind of peel at the latex a little bit, creating little rips and tears. And then I'm going to use, this is a stack that I got from Spirit Halloween, just all these different stacks. One's a bruise stack and I believe one's a zombie stack. And I'm going to use this kind of like a dark brownish purplish color, kind of like an eggplant. And I'm putting that in there where my wound is to kind of define it. A lot of people just kind of just pack blood on top of like whatever the wound is and think they're ready to go, but honestly I think if you take your time and make it look darker and add some colors in there, it looks a lot more realistic than just putting blood on skin or putting blood on a prosthetic. Now it's time for the blood. Woohoo! This is my favorite. It's Mehron blood, theatrical stage blood. I like this blood because it's really thick. I've used this blood on so many sets for different movies and stuff, and this is the best blood that there is. A lot of blood out there is like really runny or really light red, and this is like the best blood. Like I have not found better than this one here. So if you get your hands on some Mehron, please do. Next up, I'm just going to use my NYX Blush and put it on a little bit heavy. Right on that side there. And I'm taking that white makeup, that's cream makeup. I got this from Target, it was only $1. I usually like using cake makeup for this too, but I couldn't find my cake makeup. I don't know, it's somewhere around here, but yeah, so I just got this one. And what I'm going to do is going to go back over the staples or the stitches and define them with the white. This makes them pop and make them look a little bit more realistic than just having a black line on there. And you want to take your time doing this. You're going to put it right next to the line. You don't want to really put it on top and make it white again. So just put it right next to that black line. You could kind of corner it off a little bit if you want. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect when it comes to these little stitches. I almost forgot. Make sure you put on some mascara. Usually I would use false lashes, but for today I didn't want to waste any, so I'm just putting on some mascara. Next I'm using red lipstick. It's a NYX in Eros. And for this look you want to use like a bright red lipstick. I think it pops just a little bit more. So make sure you line your lips and fill them in. And ta-da! This side is done. Now on to the next side. So I'm going to use Maybelline's BB cream. I got this a couple weeks ago and I really like it. It's something I can use quick and easy. It doesn't have as much discoloration like help as the Stila Beauty Balm did, but if you want to use just a generic brown, I think it was like $8, it works pretty well. Now I'm just gonna do what I did to the other side on this side with my eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Too Faced primer, and then I'm packing on that purple from Ulta. I think it's called NYX. And then I'm gonna take that pigment and put it on top of that. So you want this side, this eye to mimic your other eye perfectly. Then I'm taking that black in there and putting it in the corner of the crease. And I have to say, when I do this look, it probably takes me about 45 minutes to an hour to do. As long as I have everything set up right in front of me. It's usually pretty quick to do. But I have done it a couple times in the past on myself and on other people. So it might take a little bit longer. It might take like about an hour, but you know, just take your time and go ahead and do everything, and I'm sure it's going to come out awesome. And don't be afraid to add a little bit more things in there, a little bit more wounds. Just make it yours. And I'm going to define my eyebrows. I'm just going to do them a little bit less darker than I did on the other side. But they're still going to pop a little bit. And I'm gonna do my eyeliner pretty much the same as I did on the other side. Maybe just a little bit less dramatic when it comes to thickness, but line wise it's still gonna be the same length. And I'm using that Gal Benefit for mascara. Once again, you can use eyelashes for this look. That's what I usually do, but today I just didn't want to waste any. I'm not gonna go out anywhere with my zombie makeup today, so just figured that I just put on regular mascara. And of course the NYX Blush in Desert Rose. Finally, I'm going to use my Ben Nye Neutral Set. And I'm just going to pack this on my painted side. And pack it on the other side as well. And you want to just kind of press, not rub it. And this will set it all day. So there you go. There's your finished Pinup Zombie makeup look. Don't forget your flower to add a little bit of charm. I hope you like it. Have a great Halloween, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Mwah. Rawr.